Why you feel like a fraud, and how to beat imposter syndrome. You earned the promotion. You have the credentials, the experience, and the results. Yet every morning you walk into work thinking, what if today is the day they realize I don't belong? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. You're experiencing one of the most researched psychological patterns in the workplace, imposter syndrome. And the good news is that it follows a pattern you can break. Imposter syndrome was first identified by psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes in 1978. They found that many high achievers believed they had somehow fooled everyone, despite clear evidence of their competence. Today, research suggests that around 70% of professionals experience imposter syndrome at some point in their careers. It's not a personality flaw. It's not a lack of ability. It's a distortion in how your brain evaluates evidence about yourself. Let's look at the 3 patterns behind it and how to overcome each one. Pattern 1. The attribution error. This is where imposter syndrome begins. When something goes well, you explain it away. I got lucky. My team did most of the work. The timing was perfect. But when something goes wrong, even something small, you immediately blame yourself. I'm not good enough. I don't belong here. I'm falling behind. Over time, your brain creates an unfair scoreboard. Every success is discounted. Every mistake is magnified. Eventually, no achievement feels convincing enough because you've trained yourself to ignore the evidence. Here's how to fix it. Every Friday, write down 3 things. A decision you made that worked. A problem you solved. A skill someone relied on this week. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about training your brain to recognize evidence instead of dismissing it. Pattern 2. The Competence Paradox. Highly skilled people often underestimate themselves because their strengths feel effortless. If you're naturally good at solving problems, communicating clearly, or leading a team, those abilities stop feeling special. You assume everyone can do them. But they can't. The fact that something feels easy doesn't mean it's easy. It means you've practiced it enough for it to become automatic. One of the best ways to correct this is to compare your self-perception with reality. Ask trusted colleagues to rate one specific skill: communication, leadership, analysis, or decision-making. Then compare their rating with your own. Most people with imposter syndrome rate themselves much lower than everyone else does. That gap is your evidence. Trust the data more than your inner critic. Pattern 3. The visibility trap. Many people think imposter syndrome disappears after a promotion. In reality, it often gets stronger. The more visible your role becomes, the more you feel like you're being evaluated. Every presentation, every leadership meeting, every important project. It can feel like everyone is watching for you to make a mistake. But here's the truth. Visibility doesn't create incompetence. It simply shines a brighter light on the competence you've already demonstrated. When self-doubt appears, don't rely on emotion. Look at the record. Review your performance reviews. Think about the projects you've completed. Remember the problems you've solved. Look at the people who trust you with responsibility. Your feelings may change from day to day. The evidence usually doesn't. Here's the framework to remember. First, stop dismissing your wins. Keep a weekly evidence journal. Second, don't mistake expertise for something ordinary. If it feels easy to you, it's probably because you've become highly skilled. And third, don't let increased visibility convince you that you're less capable. Compare your feelings with the documented evidence. Evidence is more reliable than fear. Imposter syndrome isn't proof that you're a fraud. It's proof that your brain is filtering your achievements unfairly. Even CEOs, surgeons, researchers, and industry leaders experience these same thoughts. The difference is that they don't let those thoughts become their identity. They trust the evidence instead of the emotion. And you can do exactly the same. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more psychology and executive communication strategies designed to help you think clearly, lead confidently, and perform at your highest level.